nga nekwegezaamu mugamba muganda wange gino gy'onkwatireko era wemundabira nga ndeesedde ya substitute kusaide ojja kutya nga ndikusaidiye tochikutugumbule ojja kuba onkoze bubiri tugeza omulamu fiyo sanze okulaba how are you? Flu, cough. How are you? Giwu, immaculate. For the first time,
but most of the time, my name I gave myself is Park Mother.
Is what?
Park Mother.
Park Mother.
Park. I'm happy you asked. Park in my language means praise.
Park with an R
P-A-K.
or a C?
P-A-K.
P-A?
Park Mother.
Okay.
So all my children are called Park.
Okay.
And I'm their mother.
Okay. Park means what?
Praise. So I praise the woman I am. I praise the woman who created those children. Yeah. And I praise the woman. When Chaza, I can see enough for now.
You as a woman, you can. Your body is enough to create a human.
You as a woman.
Yes. You as a woman. Techogedde bwatyo agambye osobola okwezaazamu
osobola
otaaze musajja IVF
ekindese
mu katebe IVF tabikirizaamu bya kizungu.
This is what I'm glad I'm with the women. And this is what I want us to first embrace.
Kwanza mbonye n'abasajja kati njaga mmanye embuto zino nzeefunisa
ate nga togenda sobola because you're not yourself. You are an imitation of what the world is that you're chasing. Mwenna mulina ensi gye mugoba because someone waved a magazine in your face, a movie in your face, a picture in your face, and they took you to school and gave you particular books. Ezina okulowoozesa mu ngeri emu yokka. They took away your power of creation, of imagination, of being. So we are all dummies walking the earth. And me, nzomuku kati tuyinza okuba bano nga tuli basatu naye ate nga mbasatu be tuli wano nze mbasituliddemu abantu nga mukaaga kuba simanyi buzito bwammwe mmwe ng'abakyala lwaki neepimye bwe nti not right now. No, by the way, don't be disgusted by period blood because I understand because n'abakyala bamanyi omugaso gw'omusaayi ogwo bagukozesa ne gubakolera kati
obudde kutokwefunisa embuto giwugambye
muntu senna okunsasula because kati kireka muvudde mu interview mwagala kakati basomesa kusaleewo
kikyafaagalawotobadde giwagambye yakwata pize n'akwata neyesiga mu maaso nenjagala mubuuza weesiga kumala bbanga ki?
No, let me first cancel, okay? Let's first expound on the aspect of us being empty souls. Okay? We are chasing a fallacy. Tugoba birimbo. Nti omuzungu bwe yajja wano ku Ssemazinga waffe wa Africa. Batuggyeko ebirime, batuggyeko emmere yaffe, batuggyeko empisa zaffe, batuggyeko ennaku zaffe n'emyezi. It is not by mistake nti musenene ye musenene. It is not by mistake nti Wednesday ye walumbe. It is not by mistake nti ennaku ezaffe tetwabalanga nnaku twabalanga myezi. Nti nja kukyaliranga omwezi ogwokubiri gubonese. Okay? We have lost the art. Number one, nenkoko zaffe tezikyakokolimira mu budde. Because they are as confused as us who eat them. Nti nenkoko temukyalina zammwe za nnono za wano gye twayitanga enkoko eŋŋanda enkaramojja ensooka temukyazirina bo abazungu bazibaggyeko bazitutte musigaza a mimic of the animals that were. So you're no longer on your original sense. So if you ask me, darling, bw'oba osobola okwezaalisa gwe ne weewakisa saawa zino gwe nga gwe tosobola because mugoba birimbo amasimu gononye waves z'ensi. You are no longer transmitting as a woman, fooling yourself. Because when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is pick up the phone. Osoka no nyakule simu. Neryoke kuyingizamu obutwa bwayo. Ekiro omusajja gwe wasuze naye teyakuwadde kaboozi. Osuze olowooza kaboozi kiro kyonna togenda kafuna ate nga kogenda ofuna kakusabiriza. Ate nga n'agenda okkakuwa ogenda sooka musuubiramu nti ssente zaaki nzirayo ku birimbo. Ssente ze weetaaga kusasula renti, kusasulira mwana kugenda ku ssomero, bw'oba oli lubuto eddwaliro lyetaaga ssente, bw'oba essimu baagibbye eggulu abapanga baakuyiseemu, weetaaga essimu empya, weetaaga engoye ezigenda okulabisa ng'ow'ennono, weetaaga kaliifu wagenda okuwunyisa ng'omwana ow'ebbeyi. So you are not in synchrony, but a person who is in synchrony, breathing in clean air and not chasing life can do it.
Okay. How?
I just told you how.
Okay, no, you when you over-explain something, we lose. Sorry, bonyonyola ogenda ogaziwa nnyo ne tubulwa kano ke tutandikiddeko. Ogambye omuzungu yaleeta bino byonna byaleeta amasimu biki. Kakati njagala kubuuza before omuzungu nga tannajja. Abo bonna baani Henry abazuula ennyanja sosobaani bakintu baaliwo. Oyagala kugamba nti omuzungu yabyonoonye. Abedda abaaliwo baali beefunisa embuto oba balinanga abaami abafunisa embuto nti kintu n'ennambi kuba kati gwe nnyo concept you want to build on the traditional.
To answer you, I'm not building on anything. Okay. I'm simply telling you what I have come to believe is true. I'm going to ask you one question.
No, I want you.
I'm going to answer you with a question first, then I answer you.
Let me finish first. Nti abantu bedda nga bino byonna yes abazungu baleeta ebintu bibi bingi. Giwu, Imi, I want to be with you on that page. Naye kyembuuza nti kubanga waliwo omwana omuto agenda olaba ebintu bino. Yes. Afune concept ye mu mutwe nti ne bwe naweza emyaka gyange kasa nnaasiriikirira nembeera ne bwe mbeera my energies ne consuming ne energy zange nze njasobola I don't want you to sell that ideology to people out there.
No, I'm not here to do what you want.
No.
Now, to answer you, let me start with one question. Chicken, egg, what came first?
Egg.
Why?
Anti jiri livaamu enko.
Anti jiri avaawo.
Ima agenda tuvugira ku imeto chikole ekintu.
No. Why? Because what you're asking.
Man and woman who came first.
I'm asking you now. Woman. I know woman.
How do you know that?
Because I have all the chromosomes that can do the man and the woman.
So for you don't believe in the story of creation?
Oh girl, you have the answer for that.
You don't?
You have the answer for that. What do you think?
In the story for creation?
What do you think I believe in? With all I have said right now. Because
I don't know, because every time I try to speak on you, you're like, no.
Open yourself up. I have spoken a little bit at length.
Enough. Thank
you very much. I don't believe in that nonsense. It is nonsense that was sold to us. So it is you. Now, you have asked me two pertinent questions. One, the reason why I was expounding on the noise that surrounds us, nti twetoloddwa kerere mungi gwe tuteetaaga, nti omuntu agenda okwebaka n'atawummula, nti ogenda okugolokoka nga towummudde, ogolokoka oli mukoowu, equally the same as you slept. If you're lucky to even have a bed, which was never the situation then in our lives, or if we wake up today and we recognize nti waliwo ekizibu mu ngeri gye tuddukanya embeera zaffe ez'obulamu ne tugezaako okutereezaamu, nti ky'ogamba omukyala okwewakisa it will take you to be in synergy. Synergy means what? You are away from the magnetism. You don't need magnetism. But everywhere we look, even right now here, we are surrounded by magnetism. 2, we are chasing fallacies. Tugoba birimbo. Kati gwe byogamba explanation. I am telling you why today we cannot. But I'm not saying it is impossible. I am saying it is possible.
But it's not that. When has it ever been? That's what I was
It has happened before.
Where?
How was Virgin Mary? Yafuna atyo olubuto. Kakati knowledge gye nkugamba right now, if you're doubting yourself, when nkugambira nti muddeyo mu bakadde, mutuule n'abakadde mubabuuze jjajja nnyumizaako ebyedda byabeeranga bitya lwaki? Kuba jjajja agenda fa n'aga amagezi. Tubeere ne gap ennene nnyo. Me, I am causing you to ask yourself, what are we missing out? Because there is a lot. The little I know is going to wake you up. Now, when she spoke about the children who are watching, you say children.
Yeah.
I even forgot. Oh, no. You need to take me back. Because I have a problem. I need... When you pose 3 questions in one, I can't tackle all of them. Yeah, I forget them. But I know there's a question that on top of the one of you asking Omukozi yewakisaatya, there's another one you asked, but now I don't...
She was talking about the story of creation. Njagala mu bigambo bisatu bina. Mpensonga lwaki omukyala yali badde yesiga blood mu maaso. No. Omanyize Fiona. Sagala kundeka mu suspense. Njagala okuyiga because in my concept nabaddewo nga nnyonnyola. Let me try to kati nganze eyabadde wali to kind of give on what I received from her. Yes. She assesses it. Alabo omuntu omulabye eri akifunye nga ye. Nti when you're going in your periods and you're having bogenda mu nsonga zo ng'omukyala and nobaako byo omubiri gwo byekukulaga kyoba embalabe zikuye side wano oba biki, the body is now releasing medicine for you. And so you get that medicine because the nti buno bonna bwolaba obuyiye oba mood swing oba biki nti kati omubiri gwo gukitegedde nti tuyiye na biki. That's why bijja before your periods. Kati periods zo zizo okugamba nti gwe tuli wano janja wo yakuli muki mu maaso. That's what I got. Is it close to what you were trying to explain? So does that mean nti embalabe bwe zijja yes nechijja nchikwati nchemete mu maaso ejiri kwato lyemete mu maaso. Not just that when you're getting into your period, it is your way of I'm telling you, your people, it is your way of recalibrating. Just picking the blood and putting it in your face may not help. Now ojukira wenda bagambye n'okukunaba n'okukunywa onywako ne mood zo zikaba onywako ate nga tyotuuse okunsasula lindako onywako. Listen here. olaba gyeyogedde ku Pilates Center la center eriibwa yes omuzungu ate yakireese si yakireese fe bajjajja fe basooka nakyo fe abamulembe guno abamu njaga kwogerera ku abamu abakifunidde ku bazungu kati abamu abakifunidde ku bazungu. This is the ideology that I read. Ekyokukifunira ku bazungu fe abaasooka okukikola nze nakijja mu literature w'abazungu because even the written literature where I read it abazungu bakopanga mu ffe. The fact that the white man told our black story doesn't mean that it is their story. They came and stole our truth. You passed on your stories. We didn't pass on ours. Yes. And this person went down and put it in writing. Yes, written literature. They stole our story. Oral literature. Kitegeeza ekigambo ndi kyayogedde mulala bwana kipasinga on. Flavia ekigambo kyo leero bw'okyogera n'okiŋŋamba nze ate okigamba sijja kyogeranga gwe bwakingambye ate kati mwina ne AI ebigambo ebikuvuddemu AI ebizaala nga kuliko akafeesi kalala kalinga ne ime ajja kiza bwe kinaava ku gwe n'okigamba nze n'ekigamba liquidates as it goes. So that's why I would prefer to go into the written literature because kyeyawandika kyekyo. Back to the placenta that I was explaining. The white person is saying this, or the English person agamba wati. Nti bw'oba olubuto, omubiri gwo gwetaaga ebintu bingi nnyo okukuza omwana guno. Okitegedde. Nutrients zonna omwana ze yeetaaga omubiri gugenda guzikola ki? Ojja sanga omukyala ow'olubuto nga yeesise, Chovola bero omuzungu yagenda olabanga omuntu yeetagamu ka supplement n'aleeta pregnant care plus n'ateeka biki nti edda obutonde bwakugabiriranga buli kimu naye kakati obutonde tebukyasobola obuka ennyumba bbiri nga waliwo omwala so nga wali dodo ne bwe yeekuliranga mmanji wa toyi yalingamu ekiriisa ekikola ki ekimala saawa zino okufuna emmere eyo eŋŋanda ddala kijja kukola emmere eriwo ya nuts kawanda biki so that's why I believe in supplements kyenkugamba kiri nti pregnant care plus n'ayongereza ku mubiri gwo musobola okunakyalinga ki omwana ono so placenta picking up all the nutrients omukyala wootuukira emyezi 9 okuzaala omwana ono omubiri bye guluzinze bibaaki bingi ekisawo kiri ekyoniridde omwana ate byo nga kikola ki kibiina so that's why omuzungu agamba bakikaza ennaku zino omuntu afuluma nakyo mu ddwaliro ne bakikaza ne bakikolamu obuwunga ne bakikolamu empekeze nodda nazo ozimira bw'oba oyagala giryanga ime n'olya eri live naye ye n'agipreservinga n'agidehydratinga n'agikolamu ki ime osobola olya placenta ye mubuuza alya placenta ye.
Had I known what I know now, then I would have.
Ne bagikuwa mu kaveera mu ddwaliro.
I would have.
N'ogitwala ewaka.
I would have.
N'ogifumba.
I would have.
N'ogirya.
I would
have. I can do the pills, but I don't think I can eat the chinyama. Naye tulagawa.
Now, let us first embrace one thing. Eh? We are clones of who we are supposed to be. We are not our original selves. Nti tuli biwuduwudu by'abaddugavu be tulina okubeera. Okay? The fact that we attach darkness to the things we're supposed to be embracing us as Africans is sick in itself. I have a mother who believes that black is the devil's color. She will never put on a black dress. You gift her anything black, she will call you the devil. And guess what one of my favorite colors is? Black. I love black, not because I was coerced into it, but because I have always known black is a color I truly love, black and purple, from when I was a little girl. Nti wabandeka mu pink, ngandi mu P1, I took pink because I knew it was a hue close to purple. I was that brilliant girl because I knew. Now, we have children today that do not know who they are. They simply retort. Bakugamba kye babagambye kye bali. Why? Because we are fake.
Amy, don't you think okulya placenta wolidde mwana wo n'ogwozadde?
Ate mpuganye mwana wakubiri.
Anti osobola okulya omwana wo n'ogwozadde.
Epstein files temuzirabye nziddemu zibamenyere oba.
So you can do it.
Why would I? By the way, I don't want you to digress and dehumanize me because no, I don't want us to digress and dehumanize me and make me a chintuntu.
Inaugural National Alliance of Uganda Canadian Association Nauka Convention. Ina to say, okuvanga mwenda Okutoba, paka 11 Okutoba 12 mukaga, Kupinago Harbour Front Hotel downtown, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Igini kwete mama Sanyu Sabanji, omuli Dr. Jose Chameleon, King Michael, DJ Draka kuve Vancouver, DJ Cafe, Hanson Badiruno, DJ Timzi, Red Boy, Leila Kayondo, DJ Shafika, Otize, Julie, Ezekiel Esther, Romeo Odonga, Toswa Nauka Convention Boat Cruise, ku Pacific Ocean, and all white sunset dinner cruise. Inelyetu lya kusasuyako $2 Lukanga 10 October 2026 mukaga, sawa 12 ez'olweggulo nga tutandika okuseeyeeya ku Dock B760 Pacific Boulevard, Vancouver, BC. Registering obasasula online ku www.nauka.ca/convention. N'okumanya ebisinga ogenda ku info@nauka.ca. Oyinza okusasula nga gwe ku Equity Bank branch ne kulyo kompe. Iwugidwa Equity Bank, Kariku Mutiman Company Advocates, Olives Expeditions Limited, BC Cranes, NIRA, Imagine Uganda, Ruin Rompotage Africa, Jericho Civil Engineering and Consultants Limited, Housing Finance Bank, Bank of Uganda, NSSF, the Uganda High Commissioner Tower.
When we are praying, since we're talking Oyogede Mirembe Maria and Nzijukire, how the sisters used to put us in front of the dormitories.
That experience you shared, this lady shared an experience on TikTok.
Yes.
Where she went through the hands of sisters and
the
school
school traumas.
religious school.
Yes.
That traumatized her.
Till now.
Do you think that trauma built this in you?
What did
to
you build
resist,
in me?
to be
resistant.
To reject.
What am I
religion?
rejecting?
No, they can say who's in.
At what point in life?
Kantule wano ndowooze yogamba no. Why does this happen this way? Lwaki wano?
Ate
ime muyaye
walanga ali overwhelmed aleta mu naye ale obongo wange both functioning in a weird way.
We all function.
You can run 10 miles ahead, but if you left me at half mile, I will want to understand the half mile. Ime, where do you get the concept? At what point in life, at how many years of age, did you believe that, you know what, this blood that is coming out of me
is
beautiful? Then going up go agambo cha musawo byakunyonde because na yali but that because I want to know there is a girl out there or there is a boy out there. I know those questions about their creation. There are those who think they're in the wrong bodies. Waliwo alowooza kati ebyo baleesewo ebipyambwamu in a wrong body mpulira obwongo bwange bwabakazi naye bwaki kakati nga gwe watuula otya nogamba guno omusaayi gwange oba wawulirizaani nakuseeringa idea I'm not saying, by the way, me questioning you doesn't mean your ideology is wrong. Maybe you can make me understand and learn something new today, and maybe I can live when I am willingly going to wash my body with my blood.
I'll ask you a question first. If there are 1,000 people running this way and they find you, do you run with them or you go your way?
I stick to where I am.
Where are you?
Where they are bypassing me.
And then you continue this way. So,
I'm not saying I continue. Probably even take heed.
I'll say.
Sobola gobe no bakugenda maaso. Nyimirira wendi wali we nagambye nti ze odduka mailo 10 n'esigala wonna badde.
I'll say.
Paka bwentegeera ebintu bino ebikola ki ebitambula.
That is what your head is telling you right now. But practically, you do not know what you will do unless you get to it.
I've been in a situation like that.
Well, I'm simply saying, you will never know what you will do unless you get to a particular situation. It's like how I find women who are very myopic. They ask you, Kati gwe nosanga musajja wo nga yebase ne muganda wo mu kitanda kyo. Okola ki? And I'm supposed to answer that. How do you answer? Because I do not know what headspace I will be in, how much energy I will be having. So I will not know. No, I cannot. I'll start telling you. If I'm coming from the gym, maybe I'm happy and I've had a quickie with some other guy, maybe I'll be feeling equally guilty. If I'm coming from the church and I saw a woman crying because she had been cheated on, I'll be in a different headspace. If I witnessed somebody and I'm a counselor and they witnessed that their sister got into their marriage but they were childless and for some reason they were not getting any children, and here is your sister sleeping with your husband who said he will love you until death do you part, and then here I am a girl who met a man who was broke nga mwavu muzibu ne mutwala ngo musajja wange ne mulabira ne mwagala ntukola sente ne tugagawala nalyoka dda wano. What I'm saying is you will never know what you will do until you are in that moment. So we lie. Well, like I said, I'm not here to
I believe there are substantial questions.
So you asked me how I got to a point of being the enigma I feel I am. I am that girl who my mother loved so much, and she would pack for me grab. Bampanga akasero kange nga kalimu breakfast. Pita mu bamaje nga nze ntula n'ab'amagye ne tulya emigaati gyange ne tugimalawo naye nga buli lunaku ntuuka leeti ku ssomero nga tutudde n'abajaasi ne tulya emigaati naye n'emigo gy'abasista tejankomyanga kuba abasirikale bafuukanga mikwano gyange era sista yagambanga nnyo dadi wange nti oyo omwana oyo mutyo ky'okutuuka lwe ssaawa bweziti atuuka ssaawa zize. I have been an independent thinker since I was a child. Now, each of us as children, we are born with certain powers that can either be sat on or allowed to bloom. And then there are those ones who life will feast and give all the hardness, but somehow they will bloom. Like how you cannot explain why are you seeing a fene plant growing on a guava? It happens. It tells a story of itself. I am that girl. I am that fene growing on a guava. I was carried into Namugongo Girls Boarding Primary School. I was 6 years old. My mother carried me there with a leather suitcase that I still have.
Hey, till now.
Maroon. Because for some reason she thought it would not squeeze her so much on the bed. And I was always that girl who was making noise because I did not know why I was supposed to be quiet. And all the things that I rebelled as a child made sense as I grew up because I am a reader. So, I will read. I am a rebel. Now, many will want to justify. Thank you. You have said it. The same exact way I wanted you to say it. Because you and other women out there, one more Africa, you believe that a person who does not do as they are told is a bad person.
No. I don't believe that. You can categorize, but I don't believe that.
What do you believe?
I believe why I said you can be a rebel and there are pros and cons to everything. So you can be a rebel in a good way, and you can rebel to some. You can reject some things. I have children. When I go to school and they tell me my son did ABC.
What is ABC? Name it. Name it. So, because each is different. I am that mother. Because you are not going to tell me that omwana munna musiseke kalamu nga yiye ature yezimbikireko. Because those are the citizens we are seeing here today. You have been taught that it is okay to be taken from. Let me even give you an example. Mbadde ku boda nga nzija wano. Nenda omwana nga yambadde uniform eriko ki. Simanya, what's that stupid line? It's their motto. Humble to serve. Who the heck is telling a child humble to serve? That simply means you're being prepared kutambulirwako obeere ekisiimuula obeere ekintu ekitagasa nti ensi yonna yonna egenda kunyigiriza. That is the people we are. Nti tubadde mu, you know, I've seen very funny things when I was coming here. Muli mujamu, muli ku boda ziringa 10 ku bitaala. Ne wajjawo kagayi ne kayoka kanyakula essimu. Naye nga buli omu atunula obutunuzi ati essimu egenda akavubuka kagitwala. Everybody sitting careless. Gwalina okuvaamu n'obuukira omusajja oyo n'omugamba kiki. Nze nali mu bbala wane mabega wano. Hey, baby girl, I have no order. Yeah. Grab the guy. Omusirikale kabayambe. You are the people who are encouraging people to be stepped on.
What happened?
Nali mu bbala wanene ntinda. You know how those bano ba.com bana batula ne basalako bakoze obukowekowe nga bwembiko. What was the name of that bar? There were 3 thieves. I beat up thieves. Me. Ask my sister. And I am heck proud of it. Why? Because I have a sister today who is limping.
You are struggling with parents like you in schools who don't believe that your kids can do wrong.
Did I say that my kids can't do wrong?
Yes. Because if you're trying to defend every act of rebellion and you're only seeing the positivity in the rebellion, then it makes me question if I want my kids around such a person. How? I'm telling you, your child beat up a child. And your first instinct is omwana ge wamusikako pena akolechi. No, even me, I don't want my son to be wrong.
Don't twist my words. No, don't twist my words. Nze mbuuzizza yarwanidde ki. Sigenda kuwa side.
Wabera ngo mwana we yebbuli nga yayikiriza
banne. Anti ki ekibaddewo nabyo bibeerayo.
Give me. Kati omwana wo azze asanze Lebron atudde amukubye.
I am not going to do that because I have raised my children to be caring people. All my children.
Okitegedde ekintu ekyo. Omwana takola ki?
Takola tasobya.
No. Look here. Don't trap my genius and think that it is going to put me down.
No. And by the way, me arguing with you doesn't mean I am detesting what you're saying.
You're trying to prove a point that it is justified.
Obongo obutulaba mulimu obubo mulimu n'obwange. I am representing the many that are reasoning.
Don't represent anybody. No, you represent yourself.
I can't represent myself. We are here to represent thousands and thousands. Akantu kala bibwe 15.
Zoka mitwalo.
Oshegedde. N'abali ku Facebook amini abali ku TikTok bagenda basalya mu episode buno. So tetwagala tuberenga basekibote tubere wano. Kuliriza ngwadde obudde nawe noyogera. Tetwagala tuberenga basekibote tule wano otufuga olupanka. My flu is too much, but there are 10,000s and 5,000s and people watching us, and then they are thinking they are getting triggers. So if you don't want me to get triggers, then you don't want a good debate. Omwana wange mwagala nnyo. My child is in school. I can't be like, I raised my child very well. You guys must have fucking triggered my child. No! I have one of the most disciplined kids. Flavia Mumanyi. Very humble, very well raised. Nesu sobola muntu uliya wali nenkola ki nembitinga abasomesa bonna abamusomesa mu bwongo nja owange tasobola yali akubyani. I saw in my presence, but he was triggered to beat. But even if he's triggered, even if you're triggered, you're not allowed to raise your hand on someone's child.
Okay. Even so, omwana wo ne bakuyita ku ssomero nti omwana yalwanye n'owange tuzze ku ssomero abaana babolingiddwa oba owo yabolinza abange yabolinza owo. What is the first step?
I think ebigambo byonna bya hearsay. So yakoze bwati nange yakoze bwati.
Waliwo abalaba mulaba wali eri abakwano be. What do you say? What do you do?
This sounds like even the wrong topic we're supposed to be addressing.
Okay. Let's change.
This is a very myopic talk. Why? Because our children are not supposed to be in school. One.
Are you supposed to be in school?
Don't ask me very important questions.
I want to believe you're a good mother who wants to pass on something.
That is what you want to do.
No, I beg your pardon.
Why are you asking? By the way, like you said, you are representing what? So what am I representing?
Ideas.
No, I am also representing what?
The men who are there watching.
The men who are
so don't think that you're the only one who is representing someone. Yes. I'm also representing someone.
Linda, make me understand.
I am going back to hers.
You said children aren't supposed to be in school, right?
Children aren't supposed to be in school. You're jumping from one thing to another. On one side, I have a curious person. On the other side, I have someone who is dying to make me look stupid.
No. You know what?
And it has.
I'm going to excuse myself.
This is an unadulterated version of me. Very clean.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I am putting my children in school doesn't mean I want to put my children in school. It simply means I am a victim of the society that is raising us. When we say rebel, a rebel isn't a bad person. The rebel is only a bad person when they are fighting you. But the question is, what are they fighting for? If I go in depth here, we have rebels in the schools that we are taking our children in. We have the rebels who are merely trying to defend themselves, and we have the rebels who are trying to fight the system, and we are not paying attention to them. If you want to look at the cases of children who are killing other children in schools, those are rebels too. But who are they rebelling? Are they rebelling the school system, or are they rebelling the home system? We have children who are merely finding a common ground, but they are also becoming victims who are creating victims. Now, when we talk about the parents, you love your child. Where is your child?
At school.
Where is your child right now?
Where I know they are safe.
Where is your child right now?
He's at school.
I know where they
When
are.
did you last see your child?
In the morning when he's going to school.
At what time?
8.
At 8. When are you next going to see your child?
After here.
So, after here...
But I am free to pop in any minute I feel like my child.
Yeah, but that is your conscience trying to tell you you're trying your level best to be the good mother that you want to. But we are all not good parents. Because you cannot tell me we are defending a system that is separating you, a mother, from a child.
Are you with your mother right now?
Thank you very much. Why am I not with my mother?
You want to be with your mother right now?
What do you think?
I don't know, you tell me. I don't want to.
No, you tell me. Think for me.
No.
Do you want to be with your mother right now?
No.
Thank you very much. Why?
Because she's doing her life. She has nurtured me well enough to be doing my life. I am happy to be doing this with you. Seeking
How
knowledge
often
from
were
you.
you seeing your mother?
When?
In life, how often have you been seeing your mother?
I last saw her on Monday.
Monday, and today is...
Wednesday.
So, from that Monday, when had you last seen her?
I think 4 days back.
4 days back. Where does she stay away from you? How
She
big a
stays-
distance?
It's an hour's drive, I think.
An hour's drive.
Fula, is it an hour's drive from my... Yeah, I think an hour's
And you were
drive.
in boarding school or in day school?
As in the school for my primary and boarding for...
So, for how many hours in a day were you with your mother?
When?
Boarding school. Sorry, day school,
school.
primary.
I was with my mother for like 13 hours in the 24 hours.
No, you
Actually,
were not.
14 hours. Yeah.
Why? Because you were breaking off. Or your mother is a teacher also?
No.
Oh. Because if our children are in school...
No, listen.
What?
Mulabye paka saa 2.
No, I'm saying when we were in school...
Paka 11 ez'olweggulo.
So okoma mulaba ku 8 am, n'oddamu n'omulaba ku 5.
Yes.
N'akola ki? N'akunaaza n'akola ki?
Ate bwe nali neetaaga okunaaza yannaazanga. Bwe yamanya nti kati anjigiriza okwenaaza n'andeka ne neenaaza.
Okay.
Obadde oyagala nnaaze paka bukadde.
Tekyandikusanyusiza.
Kyandisanyiza mu mwange kukwatirira amabeere na bukyala bwange nga nnaaza ng'ate ankozizza n'amanya n'andaga nti omwana omuwala anaaba bw'ati. Omwana omuwala ekiziga akyesiiga
waliwo ne aspect endala gy'ogenda okutunuulira because
omuntu yenna agamba nti omwana we alina mubeera wano for 24 hours kitegeera that person has something wrong with him.
Don't say that. You don't have the right to say that.
Okay. That person nze nga nze mulaba nga omwana ono amukotogedde.
Olaba n'olulimi olutereeza.
Amata Muganda.
Amukotogedde.
Ndi mukyotala. Tondaba. And away from that. So omwana oba omukotogedde mbuuza otya. That's why n'omuzungu nga tannajja yamusindika nga kigende mugo okole ki? Okima amazzi. Nti kugenda okyabe ki? Enku. Ali mu kiyungo gwe abafumbira ki? Emmere. Omwana omuwala yeeyisa bwati because yamanyanga nti anytime now omulenzi eri mu family bagenda muleeta atwale omwana. Bw'agamba nti omwana omukuliza ano oba ogenda tukuliza nsangi oba kitegedde. Batuuka omutwala nga buli kimu agamba njabala sina njabala.
N'ensangi naye wandimuleseeyo.
Sanji yali wampozi n'omuntu.
N'ensangi naye wandimulese.
Sanji who is Sanji?
Sanji, sure, the one with the
The one who ate the
Who
guy.
told you that story?
My mom used to tell us stories. Yeah, so oba ogenda kuzanjabala okitegedde nti tomuteeketeekedde what is going to be out
nze
there.
wengenda okufiira mbuuza
naye kati gundi ime kyoli kunnyonnyola you're doing the talk and not the do. You're preaching against all these things and you're praising yourself as a very rebellious person and you're keeping your kids in the English system of education. Right now, you would now practice your do. Or what well, your mom was not well equipped enough to.
No. Don't
use
my mother and say well equipped. My mother. No. I draw a line on my mother. Don't
I'm
use my
not
mother
saying
like that.
no, listen, I can't insult anyone's mother, not even your mother.
No, don't use my mother in that sentence.
Don't say that some mothers are. You want to say that some mothers were not equipped with the knowledge. Jijo funye gwenga gomuntu. Ti knowledge ye yokubanchi. Ti amuzungu yatukola bwati ne bwati. For abazadde bafe abamu they were not equipped with that knowledge. Ne bagenda ne religion muki maaso. Kakati gwe, it's beautiful that you have now discovered all that. Why are you not practicing it? Why are you keeping yourself in the loop? Okitegedde kajegere kagende nawe weerera abaana n'abaana bo babeere nga bakimanyi nti education no bazungu budget eri bogus naye kasita ekintu bwe kigenda mu maaso. Break the chain. Okitegedde tozijja ku mulamwa. Get your kids out of school. Nurture them.
When the wisdom is coming, don't choke the wisdom. The wisdom is coming. Nimba nange. Luyimbe sokolindeko.
ADHD. Nange jenina.
No. Don't put badges. So just yimba Jabala tori nsanzo muko Jabala tori nsanzo muko Jabala bakazi balima bati njabala nebalima nebawala olimawa sawe no manyo kwate enkumbi
ate bagambye nti okulima olina kulimisa nze nimisa lupapula
olimisa
as long as okungulawo emmere oba olima. You don't have to do the practical digging. That is a myopic way of thinking about it. I have to literally do this. So I don't miss her. So we're going to eka kumi. Nga gwakwate enkumbi toyina sangalo. Okitegedde. Nga toyina addo omuti gw'emmwanyi nga nze na eka zange eggomba meka 25.
Mbadde manyi abakazi balina sigala waka.
Eyo mindset yo yamweyo. Okitegedde.
Mulina kubeera waka ne mufumbira abasajja.
Ani agambye buli mukazi alina
kumekereza obusomye zonna tezirina kugasa olina tuula waka n'obeera waka n'olabirira waka.
There are women who don't want to do marriage. There are women who don't want to have kids.
Why don't they want?
Is it mandatory that everyone
should have kids? You're a woman, you're supposed to have kids.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Why? Because you have a uterus.
No, don't project your ideologies on me. Yes, my uterus is to release blood and everything.
Why is it releasing the blood?
So you want to say, let me ask you, you want to say that every woman must have children?
No, I did not say that, did I? I simply asked you a question. No, I asked you a question and then you understood it how you wanted to understand. No, look here. I believe so much to do with a woman making her own decisions without having to live in fear. Lwaki njabala agamba nti toli nsanze omuko lwaki?
Because bamufumbiza. When you get married, it's mandate for you to respect your man and your man to respect you.
Is it happening?
Yeah. To the unlucky ones, no. To the lucky ones,
so it is to do with luck. What do you do to become lucky so that the unlucky things don't happen to you?
Nature. Nature chooses.
So you are at the mercy of nature.
Yes. And that's why I pray to the gods and the ancestors and everyone that you know what? Ekubo lino libeere dambolokofu. Kubanga nature yasawo negamba amazzi gakoma wano wabaawo olusenyusenyu wali ne wabaawo omuddo. teri yakera ku macha nali manyanja
lwaki bakola amaato ku nnyanja ani yakola eryato because there is a person out there who said I am not going to let the world decide for me. That is why a person has the power to say how their life is going to go. No. You decide. Lwaki musaba?
No.
Lwaki musaba?
Imi, let me tell you something.
What is the essence of prayer?
Imi, let me chip in a little bit. Joe, yeah, you know bastardizing it by the way.
No.
Joe, I'm telling you, Nahostin's Priscilla. And we were talking about Abagamba, Matis and Nadiba. Sina Musajja Njagala Koya again and stuff like that. Nyala tuka kuchovo kugaba, rachi to sala. And you're saying,
you have the power to dictate your life.
No, you don't.
You do.
Singa twaina that power. If we had that power, then I'm love you. Njagala. Oshtegera, shimanya mugamba. Njagala mbango berenga butambula bwe. Njagala mberenga. You do not have
No. You have the power to dictate your life.
No, you don't.
You have. Why do you pray
I
then?
agree with her.
You have the power to dictate your life.
Yes.
That is
but
why.
Your dictation
that is why. Omuntu yasanga amazzi n'agamba eno nnyanja bwe mba njagala kusala okuva wano paka wali lwaki teyakuba evivi ku ttaka n'agamba Katonda nsaba wajjewo engeri tuyite. Why aren't you crossing like in the Bible? Why aren't no. Take this argument. Let me take this ship home. Why are you not putting your knees on the ground to pray for the seas to part at the lake? Why are you crying for ferries? Why are you crying for boats? Because somebody showed you the way and said, we can make a boat. But if there is a boat and it is only crossing one person, and it can be made a raft, I can make it a raft. That is how people defy. You find the solutions because you're asking questions and you're desiring for a better life.
Okay,
but we have overstretched our convenience. We have become the people who are craving for convenience, that now we are making ourselves obsolete. We are going to become useless. You wake up in the morning because you have a washing machine, because you are craving an incessant amount of convenience. You have a washing machine that washes your clothes. Nempale n'obulega muzikolede washing machine because we want to be comfortable and it is convenient. So you will be waking up in the morning. There is a coffee maker. There is a tea maker. There is a sandwich maker. Let me finish. There is a washing machine. There is a hoover that is going to hoover. There is everything. So all you have to do is just sit and be useless. No. It is wrong because we are not using our bodies and we are pushing ourselves in a level of depression. So we are pushing ourselves in a level of depression that you're craving uselessness in yourselves. So we are making it easy tuwanguyiza nnyo abaleeta roboti nti kakati gwe bye wakeeranga okwagala okukola n'okulima kwennyini ate nze ntegeeza kulima kwennyini si kuno okwekalamu okutuula. Nze zaliddwa ku mugigi twawandiikanga kompyuta zize kwetuli ne tusavinga ne floppy ne tuva ku floppy ne tudda ku CD ne tuva ku CD ne tudda ku flash ne tuva ku flash ne tudda ku byonna kati tutereka muki mu bbanga. So we are the people who are craving an incessant amount of convenience that we are now very obsolete. By the way, obwavu bwe bwoyinza okulowooza nze si bwe bwavu bwe ndowooza n'obugagga bw'oyinza olowooza nze si bwe bugagga bwe nnyinza okulowooza. Abamu obugagga obwawe babubalira mu ttaka abalala obugagga babubalira mu kirala.
Yakubuuzizza nti obulamu bw'olimu kati bw'oyagala okubeeramu.
Oh girl, I'm happy.
Okay, that's beautiful. Kankubuuze ime.
That's how you want your life to be.
Omuntu omu. Uliriza.
I think I'm comfortable here.
That's beautiful. Omuntu omu ekagiremera bbanga ki? Fuula. Ani ime. Kankubuuze. Omuntu omu nga bakuwadde ekojjirema agiremera budde ki?
This is the funny thing. I see where you're going. You want me to say? No, let me just take the surprise out of you. Omuntu omu ekayinza ogirimira tugambe wiiki emu because eka emu erimu emisiri nga 8. Kati ku 6 ogenda kuŋŋamba tractor yandize n'erimirawo olunaku, but you forget the essence of having 10 people of a family, of a neighborhood together ku lubimbi bakola bwe bafumba bwe banyumya bwe beeyigiriza bwe beebalako bwe beerabako bwe banyumya bwe bakayanamuko ne batereeza omu n'aweereza munne mmwe ennaku zino mukayana n'ebitali mu magezi. That's why mulina abantu abeetugira ebintu ebitali mu magezi ab'eŋŋanda. How do you tell me people are going to court for family matters? Why do we even have family court? Why are we not working together?
Okay.
Because emimbi ze mwayogerangamu ne muteesa ne muyimbanga mwenna ne mulyanga mwenna. Don't judge my wealth. Nzirina.
It's not about wealth.
It's not about
emimbi ze twabeerangako ne tuteesezangako. Kano kakutuse.
Wali ku social media n'okaaba n'amaziga ng'owulira ebyakutuukako ng'osoma primary byakomawo eno mu bukulu n'owulira nga mutuufu bakolako a lot of injustice, I should say. N'ogamba ne tubeera mu ssomero oli mu Kisulo oli mu P1 P2 P3 bakugamba kola bwoti. What happened? Well, if you can recall on that day n'ogamba kanti kwa ne simu yange and I record this. Kiki ekyakutuukako? Don't cry. Don't do that. Don't do it.
I'm trying to compose myself before I even start.
Please.
I need a beer.
Chicha will go till now. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to tell somebody to go get you one. After the show.
I'm making a show that omwana ne byabazungu tabyaga.
I'm a club.
Club that here.
Yes.
There are things that happen to us in life that if you don't stop and ask yourself why you're feeling a certain way, you will never get answers for them. You keep looking behind your back. Certain sounds make you feel a certain way, and certain stories make you feel a certain way. I am a mother, and I keep telling people who know me, when I die, don't waste time telling the world the schools I've been to. They don't know me. My CV will never tell you who truly I am until you have lived with me. But even having lived with me, you will only see what you pull out of me at that time. I will respond to you and you will remember me depending on how you have made me feel at that time. To everyone, I am seen as a different person. Now, we are in a lock of a situation that I know what we are doing is wrong, but the system decides you have to do it. I have a special boy. And I can't finish this interview without crying. I have a very special boy that to this day, I cannot forgive myself for leaving him at home at 3 months because I had to go for a job. He wasn't born special. He was made special because I, like all other women in this country who are in a contract, you give birth to your child before you even know what to do 3 months elapse, your body hasn't healed, your child is still breastfeeding, and because you have to make ends meet, you have to look for a maid. And at the point you're looking for a maid, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You're hoping that you will have enough money to take care of your child. You vet maids, you interview maids, and you tell yourself, this is the girl who will do it. Because you know the fear in you is loud. Because you were once a child that had to be left by yourself, and now at the point where you're thinking as a mother, you have to step in your mother's shoes and wonder, when my mother was dropping me in boarding school, did she have all these emotions when she had to leave me? The same emotions I had when I was leaving my 3-month-old baby, because I have to go back and work, because my maternity leave is ending at 3 months. I left my child with my maid, Olivia, and Olivia was banging my son's head on the wall. I was waking up every day at 4 a.m. and mopping the house, washing the dishes, cooking Olivia's food, preparing my son's bottles. I made all the bottles for my son. And I told Olivia, if he cries so much, call my neighbor on the left, call my neighbor on the right. They will help you. But like a mother, bw'oba tolina mwana wo, amabeere gakaaba, amabeere gankaaba nga ndi ku mulimu. Nti oba owulira nga amabeere gasaanuuka. Kati ne neebuuzanga, ono omwana omuto omuwere bw'ati, why can't I as a mother be allowed to stay with my child? Why can't the world understand that I have to stay with my child? Why can't I be paid to be with my child? Why can't the father pay me to be with my child? Now, my neighbor on the left, Becky, would go and pick my son from this girl every time she would hear the banging on the wall. It happened for 3 days, but the damage was already done. And my neighbor on the right, Annette, came out. So on Wednesday when we were coming back from work, because you come from work it's late, you're tired, amabere gakuzimbye gakuruma, you're worrying about the baby, you love the child. And then they all come out and tell me, Mama Papi, this girl is doing things to your boy. Nenga yamukonanga ku kisenge. Ne neebuuza nze nagambanga nti maid okuyisa bubi omwana kiba kirina kuva mu ngeri gy'okutte maid. Nze nagambanga nti tewali ngeri maid gy'ayinza kuyisa mwana wo bubi ng'omukutte bulungi. Ne mbuuza Olivia, ku ngeri gye mbadde nkuyisa Olivia, wajja wenna ebyoya by'omu nkwawa bya brown nze yabyoza. Nze yakushevinga, nze yakunaaza, ne nkusiba enviiri nga wakava mu kyalo, nze n'obusiripa. Nenziruka nga simayina kikyakola ne nkugulira engoye. Gwabadde ku mwana wange omutuga bw'oti, gwamukula Olivia. Taata abanange n'alyoka munzijako. Lwaki nvuddeyo yonna? Because I want you to understand what befell me that morning when I made that video. Therapy for a child. For those of you who don't know what autism is, I found myself dealing with ADHD, autism, and all those things. I have read about them. I am a counselor. I am a teacher. I have had to improve myself so I can be an amazing mother, an amazing teacher, an amazing counselor. I also counsel not couples, because I don't see a reason why we have to force people to stay. I don't believe in relationships anymore. But coming back to my boy, therapy for a child is 100,000. 100,000 for 30 minutes. That is if you have the money. Now, if you don't have the money, it becomes to whom it may concern. When lockdown came, that's the biggest blessing I got. I lost my job with Vision Group. And I cannot tell you how happy I was, because by the time I was losing my job, I was knee-deep in training my boy how to read and write and do everything. Because I'm afraid he's becoming an amazing boy and there are things I don't want him to ever find. But when your son comes home and tells you, teacher has beaten me because I have a bad handwriting, and I asked teacher, how am I supposed to write? And teacher picked a ruler and beat me. I taught my son how to read and write, not a teacher. The teachers were supplementing. So I sat on my bed that morning after I had sent my boy to school, and I said to myself, why am I sending my boy to school when I can't sit with him? And I noticed the jail I'm in, because if I don't send him to school, he will not have a chance to survive this ridiculous system we are in. And if I keep him at home, he will maybe want to go play with his friends, and the teacher will still beat him. And I'm wondering, how do I talk to the teacher? Do I get the same stick and go and beat the teacher? Because that's what I'm going to do. And then it took me back 1,000 years, and I understood in that point, nentegera mama wange. Nengamba, teyayagalanga kumpeereza ku ssomero. Yampeerezangayo nga naye tamanyi kyakkola. So I sat in front of my camera. I was just doing a diary. It wasn't meant to go to social media. Because when I looked through the videos, even watching myself made me cry. And I asked myself, why can't I keep my children and teach my children? Why isn't there a flexible, affordable syllabus? Because I had researched about the syllabuses. There's the SCE, there's the Cambridge, all those are expensive, where you can do homeschooling. All those homeschooling things are there. But you need to have a certain amount of money to get them going and the child be examined. But why are we in a lockdown of the only education system my child has to go through? They have to go and be taught about English. Why is my child being beaten for English tenses when my child cannot speak Luo? Why? Why is my child being beaten for a handwriting when my child is being groomed for the years to come, where they will be dealing with computers? Why? Why do I have to teach my child that when you go to school, you have to learn your tenses and the history? Why is teacher only giving you the history they think you're supposed to learn, yet there is a history that you need to know to survive?
The inaugural National Alliance of Ugandan Canadian Associations NAUCA Convention is here, happening from 9th October to 11th October 2026 at Pinnacle Harbourfront Hotel downtown, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, featuring so many entertainers like Dr. Jose Chameleon, King Michael, DJ Drac from Vancouver, DJ Kathy, Hanson Baliruno, DJ Timzy, Rev Boy, Leila Kayondo, DJ Shafiq, Otize, Julie, Ezekiel and Esther, Romeo Odong, Prospect, and so many more. Don't miss out on the NAUCA Convention Boat Cruise on the Pacific Ocean. This is an all-white sunset dinner cruise at a fee of $200 on 10th October 2026 from 6 p.m. at Dock B 760 Pacific Boulevard, Vancouver, BC. Register now or pay online at www.nauca.ca/convention. Or for more information, go to info@nauca.ca. You can also pay personally at any Equity Bank near you. Sponsored by Equity Bank, Kalikumutima Company Advocates, Olives Expeditions Limited, BC Cranes, NIRA, Imagine Uganda, Reportage Africa, Jericho Civil Engineering and Consultants Limited, Housing Finance Bank, Bank of Uganda, NSSF, and Uganda High Commission Ottawa.
I am sending you to school with 12, 15, 20 kilograms of books on your back every day. You come and cry to me and say, Mommy, my back is breaking here. I know the books are heavy for your back. Abazadde batwala abaana mu malwaliro tebamanyi nti disiki z'abaana bazoonoonye, but we carry those books every day. We take those children. My children are lucky because they get driven to school, but there are children who are not lucky to go to school in a car, and they carry big bags of books, and we make our children crippled. But we send them Monday, Tuesday, up to Friday. Some even Saturday and Sunday. When I was making that video, I went back to that moment where, as a little girl, all I remember is the caning. And it wasn't justified, because you cannot tell me you put a ramshackle standing pile of furniture at the back that is supposed to handle dishes of children, of active children in a class. The rack is at the back and children play. It is not stable. Children walk and they tap the dish because the dish is twazipanganga bwetuti. Omwana nako na dish nezigwa noloko kuba class yo nambo dish zigud. Who does that? So because I'm grown, I don't have to relieve the pain I went through. So because I'm grown, I lose my right to sit and acknowledge that, Imi, heal that child, free that pain and let it go. How do you free the pain? You cry it out, let it out. But when you share with the world, we are the lucky generation that, sometimes there's oversharing. We are the people that when you speak to people, you are hoping that you are enlightening someone. You are changing somebody's course and you're making them see that the angry person they are, the bitter person they are, the less deserving person they think they are, comes from somewhere. It did not just fall from the sky. The feelings of being insufficient and thinking that you're not worth it, thinking that you deserve to suffer, thinking that you deserve to be beaten by any man. Monday, Tuesday, and you stay there and you're counting 25 years and you're inviting people to an anniversary where you have been beaten Monday to Monday for 30, 40, 50 years, and we are supposed to celebrate. But your neighbors know you have been fighting year in, year out. And I am supposed to sit there and celebrate. But the system that we are running in is exonerating pain. We are trying to normalize that your business is your business, my business is my business. Well, guess what? Our businesses are our businesses. How I impact you is how you're going to impact somebody else. And how you impact me, your positivity to me, jengendo okuwabalala. Ekitangala kyompa kyemba nina okugabana. Ekitangala wenkwata tadobeemu. Tayinza kusinga kusukkuluma tadoba ne wetwa tuziga saasatu.
I now understand where you come from.
Yeah.
You now get it? Yeah.
So,
how old were you now for Amutte?
6.
6 years. Till P7? Or what till senior 6?
Till senior 6.
Boarding through. Now, you see where, from the start, to where we are right now. Now, our flowers over together. So, the council was, as we speak now, what's what take one with slow?
Nganeje bali kati njagala bajjayo njagala kwesomeseza abaana bange. Ate mukwate muteeke mu kisuulu
tasobola. Bakunyabonya nnyo.
Nakati omwana that was my first.
That was a very bad experience.
Leka mbabuulire. Bw'okwata omuzadde yenna saawa eno, tulina omuzadde asinga okunkwasa ennaku eyagwa ku musajja lukyolo lunkupe. Omusajja nga tamanyi nti omwana akuzibwa abantu babiri n'ogattako ekika kyonna. n'okwata omukyalo oyo n'osooka n'omusaasira ate ng'olina omukabira ku maziga. N'okwata omukyala anoonya omwana n'amubula. Amunoonya nno nga si mufumbo, kuba bw'obeera omufumbo ate ennaku ekutuulako, kuba ne bannyazaala si bangumu. Nnyazaala akufuukira ekimenke nga weebuuza mukolere ki, mukwate ntya nga tomanyi. Ab'eŋŋanda ne baddira mutabani waabwe muganda waabwe ne bw'aba nga yalinako ekizibu, bupatepate obw'ewaka ne balyoka bamufunirayo bukwano bwabwe. Patrick, jangu nakufuniddeko wano, this is my friend Flavia. Patrick, this is my friend Fiona. Naye ng'omukyala akola ki? Waali. Naye nga mumulengeza lwaki? Kuba tasobola kuzaala. N'omupimira mu kuzaala. Ani yatugamba ffe ng'abaddugavu nti omukyala okuba omugumba kibonerezo nti kiri awo kyakusungirako mukazi? Ani yatugamba? Twatuuka ddi okubeera abantu abo? Twatuuka ddi okubeera abantu abalowooza nti omusajja Ssaalongo asinga buli musajja amaanyi? Nti Nnaalongo otuwadde abalongo otuwadde amaanyi. Twatuuka ddi okubeera awo? Endowooza y'emu etulowoozesa okugamba nti omukazi azadde abaana abawala talina waayogerera nga mukyala namba 2 azadde omwana omulenzi. Lwaki ffe ng'abakazi twerengezza? Because ffe abeerengezza, ffe abalina we are the ones with the brothers. We are the ones doing that hatred. Eno kesi y'e Masaka bw'ogitunuulira Falaziya ne bagamba nti oyo omukyalo oyo ye yayimirizaawo omusajja n'alyoka amuteeka mu bugagga bw'aliko, osobola okiwakana? Ne batuuka ne bamulengeza nga atalina magezi. N'abeera nga atafiiriddwa musajja, n'abeera nga atafiiriddwa mwana. Si mwana, n'aba nga atafiiriddwa baana. Why are we as women? Why was there even a court case allowed? Because at the point when a person has lost a person, you're not sane. You need care and love. You don't need jilting. But to show you how society has crumbled, we are those people who are ready to point fingers and suck the dignity out of that case. We are those people. We are those people who are always pushing our brothers. Tuleetere. Ono omukazi tetumwagala ayomba nnyo. We are the women who are supposed to be building the nation, but we are making it crumble. It is us. So if ever waliyo omukazi anoonya ani gw'aba alina okubonereza, tunula mu mmiro anoonya endabirwamu weetunuulire ogambe nswazizza ekitone ekikazi. Because gy'okoma okwerowooleza wekka obutayambala butonzi bwo, and we become selfish. Because the teachers who are abusing the children in school are women. But even the men abuse the children when the women are looking. Staff room was a place of reckoning. You get into the staff room and you're wondering, am I going to pee on myself? Ngoyingira staff room ne weewombeeka. Ne bakufukamiza n'otambulira ku mavivi go staff room n'ogimalako yonna yonna. Okoze ekyobuzizza ekitabo kya science. Naye nga science work teacher yamukolektinze n'amutwala. Naye nga amavivi g'oliko ogenda gavaako bakuteeka ku assembly bakube emboko 50 lwa kitabo. They are doing it. What do you mean? Recently there is a child. Teacher yakubye omwana n'azirika. Naye nga amukubira ki school fees. Naye nga waliwo omusomesa omukyala ayimiridde ku bbali ayogera. Yali ayogera na lugisu. Omwana ne bamukuba lwa school fees myaka 9. Omwana got paralyzed.
Your points are very good. But why are you centering them on women?
Because we are the ones who are supposed to take care of the children. Sitetuba nafuya, but who nurtured the man? Or who failed to nurture the man?
Who failed what?
Who failed to nurture the man?
No, you people.
No. We are not arguing to win. Think about it. When I was asking you how many hours you have with your mother, you failed, or maybe I'm going to say I failed to see the point of you seeing that the time we spend with our mentors is not enough.
What if my mentors are dead? You want to say it's okay for a man to stand there when another male teacher is beating a child?
What do you think?
For you,
according to her discussion, yes.
Only longer it's okay.
Nothing is okay about abuse.
I feel like it's our role to both play in the society. Mukama bwali atonde ensero, but your points are very valid. And I honestly now totally understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
How you feel, how you think you would be a better mother. I totally understand, and the frustration of seeing your child go through something so hard, yet you feel as you as a mother, you would still be in control of this situation. Maybe what you would have done things different. I totally understand there. And that's why I don't want to go into those other discussions. If I would even withdraw because I didn't know that we are discussing coming from a place of an experience. That I totally understand. But what I don't want to be laid out there, the men to fold their arms when some things are happening. That it's the role of kwegamba atukana mu situation ngalaba yandiyambye naye nga waaba alabawo abakyala basatu tebimukwatako because abakyala bali basobola okukola ki? No! Mukama yatonda ensi eno nga ffenna kali babiri zikola ki? The gender of the man and the gender of the female. Nti buli omu complimentinga munne. Westitutuukiridde I believe in taata omwana nga asobola okukola ki? Okunsukkako oba okutuukirirawo okitegeera. So it's a call upon the both of us.
Kasoke mbuze ime. Wasoma noyiga oluzungu olulungi era lwoyogera wano. And I believe whoever's watched this show agamba omwana yayogera oluzungu olulungi. Do you regret?
I hate the English I speak.
Why?
Because the English I speak is evidence to me of the torture I went through. The torture was thorough, the torture was brutal, the torture was consistent, and I still live with the torture.
You've not healed till now?
Imagine a 6-year-old child who is beaten for speaking her language. Imagine a 6-year-old child, omwana w'emyaka 6, n'omwambaza eddiba ly'embuzi eritannaba kukala because ayogedde ekigambo kya vernacular, kigambo ky'Oluganda. Imagine a 6-year-old child who is made to carry a skull of a cow because ayogedde ekigambo kya vernacular. Imagine a 6-year-old child who is made to wear olubugo. Ate nga abaana bagambanga nti embugo bazijjanga ku bafu. It may not have been true, but the rumor in itself was traumatizing enough. Imagine omwana omuto akubibwa emiggo egitaka wansi wa 50 olunaku lwakuba bakubamu oluganda lwo lwakuba bali mu kukubolekera okwogera jonamu. Twaberanga abaana 144 in a class because we were in different streams A and B. And imagine in all those children, mwaberangamu abaana ba kabira zonna. So tewabulwanga mwana gwoyogera naye lulimi nga mussa kimu, ow'Oluganda nga waali, ow'Olujonamu nga waali, ow'Oludokolo, batuyitanga Badokolo, but it is okay. Yeah? Nga twogera ennimi zaffe naye gye wakomanga okwogera olulimi lwo olw'ekinnansi ng'okubwa. Kyokka ate nga n'omusomesa akuba, bw'alaba musomesa munne ayitawo, boogera lulimi Luganda oba Lutoolo. Boogera nnimi zaabwe. Kati nenkula nga neebuuza nkubwa emiggo kuba sirina kwogera lulimi lwange. olwa maama wange olwa taata wange nina kwogera lulimi luzungu. Olulimi luno oluzungu sirwenyumirizaamu, sirwagalira ddala, nate kyannaku nnyo kyansaalwa nti lwotwogera. Ate ekizibu ekiriwo nti luggyeewo bingi nnyo eby'obugagga abaana baffe be tutasobola kukola ki kubawa. Kati nze ntunulira ng'omugigi ogusooka ogw'ennono yaffe ye Uganda, ennimi zaffe wano ez'ewaka okuvaawo. Kuba buli mwana gw'osanga kati ayogera luki luzungu. Ojja sanga omwana wa myaka 10 mugende mu masomero gano simaaka buddo biki wawawa n'agaffe. Abaana simanyi lwaki tulowooza nti olulimi oluzungu lwa magezi, n'omuntu omusiru omugwagwa bano bamufungula ndiga ne bw'omusanga ng'ayogera oluzungu nga talina kyayogera ky'amagezi, ojja lowooza nti kyayogera kyaki ky'amagezi. Oluzungu lulimi lwaba luli very empty. Siyinza kwegamba natuula lumu nenjagala okutaputa oluyimba nga mukwano gwange, you know I'm a girl, nakwanibwanga basajja ba Africa. I took long to embrace that path of mine because nebuzanga lwaki basajja bankwana nga bava buli wamu, Omuganda, Algeria, Mali. I am Mama Africa, and the universe was sending those blessings to me, but because I was very myopic to see that is my path, zakati nino omwana ng'omu wa Mali, omulala we Ghana, omulala we Senegal, omulala wa Algeria, senga nali n'amagezi edda kati nzirayo mu lulimi. Nti
would you have done that?
I would have. If I know now, if I knew then what I know now, I would have all my children born from different countries because there's a richness in it.
It's never late.
I'm going to come to that. Now, if bw'ogezaako kutaputa oluyimba, waliwo oluyimba lwotasobola kutaputa kulujja mu Luganda oba mu Lujonaamu oba mu Lutoolo kuluzza mu Luzungu nga n'ebigambo ebiriyo eby'Oluzungu tebizitowa. Londayo oluyimba lumu. If they ask me
why I love you, I tell them,
komaawo muli munze. Omuntu bw'agamba nti muli munze, omuzungu n'aleeta nonsense we n'agamba inside of me.
within me.
Inside of me. Or now we are arguing about a language which isn't even ours. I'm not even going to argue about that. Within me, inside of me.
Muli munze, within me, not
You see?
munze.
Are you seeing? Are you seeing?
Inside of me.
We are ready to kill ourselves.
Oh God.
What you know? We are ready to kill ourselves for a language which isn't ours. It shouldn't even matter.
But ime, ne bw'oba oyogedde ekigambo kya Lujonaamu netwagala tukize mu Luganda era minengezo tusobola
Please don't miss the point. The point is English is an empty language.
Oh, well, okay, like feel can take a point. Cut, for example, maybe I can come and they say calling him Gambo behind. Did you get that? I'll tell you.
enda kwagala yabana
kabisika ndagala
chize mu Luzungu.
Bwe kulaba ng'andaluka.
Me, I think there is beauty to every
Oh
culture.
God.
There is beauty to every language.
What is kabisika ndagala in English?
Chize mu Luzungu. Chize mu Luzungu.
Because seri ndagala mu Luzungu.
Yes, the banana leaves.
Ate bakola omubisi gw'endagala. So ne bono.
No, they have to have. That is what I'm saying.
Kati no ne gundi no radio yayima nti juicy like a T-bone steak. Kati gwe nawe ngamba kize mu Luganda.
Tuleme kubula because waliwo oluyimba lw'okwata. I wish I could remember the song because I get people who ask me because woba oyimba oluyimba nga lukubye nga luli mu lulimi ng'olufiiringa ne wajjawo bali bagundi bali nakubuuza please interpret the song for me and so I understand it and I'm like kati oba gwe nkuyambe ntya oba ntandikire wa nowa kale katupuleyinga oluyimba kigambo ku kigambo kati mufungula ndiga yani kati lero kankuyigirize ekisolo nga kisajja the male which isn't even kisajja, there's a way well you can see its parts from below. Naye gwe bw'ojjate n'ofungula omukira gw'endiga olaba oba nkazi oba nsajja baaba oba musiru. Kati mufungula ndiga naawe weebale sasula fees. Mufungula ndiga talina you cannot you're looking for a word so stupid and dumb and idiotic and there isn't an English word for mufungula ndiga.
There is.
The ones who just
you can describe someone so dumb and they feel
and
dumb, dense. No, you just want to attach your
this is the thing.
Depth to yours. But the nga bwe nkugambye tumange nanga so kompuliranga nyimbo olimba party starter nagamba kitegeeza ki kino ddala ennyimba za worship. Sometimes akulaba me worship oluzungu akolera nnyo. Sometimes akulaba
kati ekigamba afande kyavaawo omanye ekigamba afande
kyavaawo kino obwongo obudduka spirit.
I'm sorry.
Kati mbadde nkugamba nti there is a worship song Mamura so kugamba nyinyonyoleraako olwo ebigambo ebimu so kambira nawe boogerera nga baseereza basikola kisebule nti era naawe kenyina abimuvuunulira era obiwulira they don't have depth to them mu Luganda okitegeera because oli obwongo bwoli obwatula ne buwandiika bwawandiika mu Luzungu
kati kyembadde ngenda okunnyonnyola
kati nono wamufungula ndiga naye aba atudde ng'obwongo bwe bumukolera mu Luganda so the exchange might not make so much meaning to the listener ng'ate ono akitegedde mu lulimi lw'omuntu yalutuulamu ng'awandiika. So me that's what I'm saying. There is beauty to both cultures. There is beauty to the Western culture to them. There is beauty to us in our culture. There is beauty to Jonam, Mulimiro. There is beauty to Uganda or to Nyaranda, to the diversity.
Now,
we just don't have to lose our touch in that Uganda.
Afande is have a fun day.
Have a fun day.
Yes.
That's afande.
Yes. Auntie Bala Musanga. Afande to you. Afande to you. Yes. Afande to you. It was a way of greeting. So bawuliranga afande. Hence afande. Kyembadde njagala okulaba.
Have a fun day.
Ebigambo ebimu ebyafuuka ebigambo mu nnimi zaffe byava mu ffe gezaako kutakutana kutegeera mugwira eyajja otuwamba okutubba ate munnaye ne tumuyamba ne tumuyamba n'okukola ki otuwamba but nze njagala nnyo nkuutire omuzadde fuba okwogera olulimi lwo n'omwana oyo gw'ozadde. Lwaki? Kuba ogenda kuba omuwa ekyobugagga something like belonging and the depth and the beauty of internalizing the language of their ancestors. Nti omwana bw'otamuyigiriza lulimi lwagenda kwogera nansi oba olina ky'omuggyeko ky'otalina kukola ki muggyako. Abaana baffe boogera oluzungu. We are English speakers, and when you find the ones of Cambridge, I was working in an international school where you're called Miss Imi, and a child will speak even with my fluency. I would stop and go like, yes, can we say that again? Let's go with some that. And say, okay, I got chino. Oh yeah. But you find a person trying so much to mimic ate omuzungu naddala kati bano bamuva Bulaaya omuntu yakatuukayo olunaku lumu 2-3 accent n'ekyukirawo nti n'osaasira omuntu ng'oyo because si musango gwe nti akola ebyo by'akola naye agezaako kufiitinga in because mu kukula kwe tebamugamba nti yeemala.
I'll defend them.
Oba lwakuba bali balina okumutegeera.
Yes. Communication. Because
we you
have to adapt. Bw'ova wano n'ogenda e Bulaaya, n'ogenda e London, n'ogenda mu America, wherever, New York English speaking. Bw'otuuka eri nze olulimi lwenjogera oluzungu ova wano nga bamanyi nti mmanyi oluzungu era neemanyi ndwogera nensula n'ennyenje naye bw'otuuka eri olabikanga gwe wa pittu kubanga bo baseereza nze siseereza lwaki akupa accent eri because there has to be communication when I'm communicating with an American yeah ne mugamba nti hey this the ABCDFG buli kasajja gama pardon kati okwewala pardon yezi zaabuli otegete ngezaako okuvuga water otegeera anaye antegeere ebigambo ng'ebyo not because oba weekoza but because obeera oyagala okucommunicatinga n'omuntu oyo so kuba muva bulaaya awulira bateerayo omugongo
okay
meanwhile nga tuwumbawumba njagala nsooke nkubuuza I'm sorry to cut you short but njagala nsooke nkubuuza amazika we gajjidde awo ffenna otukutte n'otuteeka mu nsawo bwoti bwe nzijukidde ka clip kali nakalaba ndi mu America nange nenkaaba amazika you didn't give all these details then thank God kati ozituwadde emyaka gye wasomera giyinza kwati nga 10 plus or 20 plus I don't know ogezezaako okulaba nga ofuna okuyambibwa therapy counseling so that byonna ebyakuyitamu ng'okula mu ssomero ogezaako byerabira
lwaki nga mbyerabira
kale tobyerabira naye okuwona healing
what makes you think that there's healing for that
so you've not sought counseling or anything
there's no healing for that tebakulimbanga you only get it and use it to take you forward to propel you I see people saying go to therapy pay someone so you can talk and there's no recovery the abuse
the damage has been caused
look
already.
here the abuse was very systematic if you go and read how the white man decided the boarding schools and the schools for Africans. They knew the effects and the effects are exactly what we are living. You did not survive them. We are living, but we are adapting. I am not constantly crying, but I am using that pain to inform my future. You cannot run away from your past. No. If you're a child who has grown up in a family where your father and mother were fighting, does that mean that you will not get children of your own? Or it will simply mean that when you see the signs of a fight coming, you will adapt and know, do I run? Do I be quiet? Do I leave? Do I stay? Do I know that when he's going to beat me up, he twitches his left eye twice? Therapy is useful. It is done. But the modes of therapy are different. Me, I believe that morning was one of my most therapeutic moments because I got to say it out loud. Many of us live with those pains and we stay with them in our minds and they keep informing our bitterness, our brutality, our hatred, our negativity to life, our everything. So you will wonder why someone is always snapping, why they are always going back to their door to check twice if it is locked, why when they buy a car they are always fidgeting looking for nga olino wabaguze motoka nga ekisumuzo yashade mu nsawo bikasera bakebera ekisumuzo mwekiri kiyinza okuba bamukubira ekisumuzo nga yakibuza mu boarding school batukubiranga bisumuzo bya case you know but you're wondering lwaki gwe ekisumuzo ky'emmotoka kikukanga nnyo okubeera nga nze sikyavuga motoka. And it is then that I noticed that the car keys, when I go with the key, it traumatizes me because I am constantly looking for the car keys. Where did I put the keys? Is the bag lost? Where did I park the car? Is everything okay? Am I going to lose the car? Like I can't.
Wow.
So we live and we adapt to the traumas. Me, I know when I see someone coming at me, I will look at you and I put my defense on. I am always ready to defend myself. So don't be surprised because I see it too. But I am like, right now, and I am deeply unapologetic because it is what it is. I can defend myself now because I'm wondering, am I trying to defend the little girl who couldn't defend herself?
The result of what we've been through. That is it.
Yeah? Am I trying? Because I am still constantly trying to defend that little girl. You're taken out of your bed at 4 a.m. Metron makes you kneel. Mumayinja. Osabe novena. Nebikira Mario mwite. Tomumanyi. Tomulabangako. Bakugamba bamukube emisumali. Tewaliyo mubamukube emisumali. Naye ng'olyawo ita. Bikira Maria wedda n'obwedda twawuliranga nze nawuliranga biki. Naye nga ndi mu maki? Mayinja. Ndi mu kanaiti. Banzije mu buliri. Let me finish it. 4. Ovudde mu mayinja ogatambuza odduse mu kinaabiro onaabye amazzi agasuze mu draamu ey'ekyuma. Ovuddeyo mu kinaabiro si myaka 6 siemeka P1 to P7. Ovuddeyo mu kinaabiro metroni tawero tayagala jooza because oli mwana muto nnyo tosobola kwoza tawero ate omuzadde agenda mubuuza lwaki tawero egubye ogenda kudduka mu kapale paka mu kinaabiro nga toyina ki tawero. Ovudde mayinja ofunye ka toothbrush toothpaste katono bwe kati odduse tebakuwadde sabbuuni kuba metro nayagala sabbuuni amukole ki amusigaze. Otuuse mu kinaabiro otambudde ensonda z'ekinaabiro zonna onoonya busabbuuni obwasigaddemu. Mukama akuyamba obufune onaabe odduke emisindo oddeyo. We have a breed of people who think that omwana alina okubonaabona. Yes, nange ngamba olumu tubawambatira nnyo ebintu ng'okwoza ebintu okwoza engoye okwefaako. Abazadde abamu tuwambatidde nnyo abaana nti osanga omwana myaka 7-8 tamanyi kwefumbira kakabe kaji tebalina magezi matoole mazaale tebagalina omwana balinga biwuduwudu n'otuma omwana mu nnyumba naye nga tamanyi kyakukola aye naawe n'omuleka n'okireka ebintu tamanyi kwoza bintu nti ebintu babyoza n'oyogoloza wali n'olyokokizayo oba emmere yeetaaga okubikka nti oba kisanze ekoze teyasami mmere gibikke. Waliwo obwo obusirusiru bwe saagala ate mu baana. Naye kye ŋŋamba okusapootinga omwana nti ffe tulina okubeera present. Listen with what? We like to listen with our ears. But most of the listening should be done with our eyes. Yigiriza amaaso g'okuwulira. Yigiriza omubiri gw'okuwulira. Omwana kati ba maid bayize okugamba abaana bayiga kaneme ganti bayize okugamba abaana njakulopaye wa mami kati omwana ne weebuuzanga buli kaseera lwaki abeera mu kutya ng'okomyewo kumbe ne bamugamba mami agenda kukola ki mukuba. And you're not present enough to catch that devil. Omwana n'akulanga amanyi bwe bandoope wa mami nfudde nno. Okay? Kansooke ono muzeeyo ku ssomero. Every time, make it a point. You can't even bully me out of wanting the whole story. I am a journalist. I am a teacher. I am a mother. And a lot more. No muzimbi, ndi muzimbi, nkole ebintu nga 10. You cannot bully me out of wanting the whole story. Mob justice. We have women who are causing men death. Why? Abakazi banyakula. Abakazi naffe tuli batemu. Omukazi akunyakulako essimu oba ensawo mu kibuga n'akwekalizaamu. Ensi yonna bwejjanga bega omusajja. So we all turn to the man and punish the man without getting the full story. I am the person who will ask for the full story. And there is nothing that is going to change that. Bwe ngenda ku ssomero ne baŋŋamba nti omwana wange yalwanye ogenda kumbulira ki ekyabaddewo. Obayita abaana abaabaddewo bambuulire ki ekyabaddewo. Because I'll give you a scenario. Omwana azze akubye munno oluyi ne kadduka emisine ne kavaawo. Ono n'amugoba n'agenda n'alumuddiza n'alumukuba ddabo. Ticha n'alyoka abasanga ng'ono amaze okukola ki? Okuba. N'akwata ono n'alyoka amukubira mu maaso ga kiraasi ne bamugamba nti muyimbire shame. Ne bamuyimbira shame. Ogenda okulaba ng'omwana we yeevera. You had the case of the child who committed suicide, the 7-year-old child who committed suicide.
Yes.
Because they shamed the child in class. Don't laugh about simple things like that. They seem simple, but they're very big.
Yeah.
So, always ask for the full story. Don't be there saying bully. I know there are children who are bullies. And I know for a fact. I am the mother who tells Mike chasing the money is more necessary than loving these children. When were you last held and hugged? And held? Like a long and careless and useless hug. Now, we have children who do not know contact. You're a mother, you're coming from work, akasawo kakanyuzeeri. At that point, lero, Wednesday, you're thinking Thursday, you're nayo no jimazeeyo. Nga bwogenda okeera, ofumbe kiri, kyekitaliiwo, obutungulu tusete buweddeewo, kati ono yali wano. Crying for your attention, agoberedde, ne mami aziyisa zonna azikooye. Mami, ayagala kunyumiza. Akunyumize emmotoka gye yabaddemu, akunyumize omusomesa eyagudde, akunyumize. Naye tosobola kukola ki? Mubuliriza. Kati ye bwaddayo ku ssomero. Agamba yiish. Nina ennyama zange zino. Kasooke nzikole ki? Nzikanike. So a child who is a bully, there's those ones who are just reproducing what they are seeing at home. But there are those who are just craving for attention. But the problem is, the longer it takes before it is caught, it grows.
In all your years of education, from primary to secondary to university, colleges and whatsoever, onyama akantu akalungi kamuweekati kogamba nti because of this nakifuna mu ssomero and I'm proud of myself.
Apart from the certificates. What, you're asking me for happy moments?
Yes.
Not for happy moments, for anything where it could be where you are in life, it could be
the way you behave,
it could be the way you articulate issues, and you attribute it to school.
Yes. Well, they gave me lemons, I made lemonade.
That's it. Okay. Now, ngatuwumba. Oof, this I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
How to parent kids, because that's a very big topic.
That is why I was going back to our society. You know, when you're throwing jabs at me, why don't you take your children out of school? But we are all in a jail, eh? I want to take my children out, you want to take your children out, you want to have enough money. The things you want versus the things you can get. And when you ask me if I'm comfortable right now, that is also a trick question, because even you are not comfortable.
Who, me? 110% comfortable.
Okay. Now, we have people...
what do you people describe?
I have been taking care of people's children. I take care of people's children when they go abroad. But that child, there is a bitterness in those children. Yange si company wange waka era kasaba suka abana basisobola batwala. Because njagala bazanye ne bannaabwe babebake bulungi mbitanda.
How much do you charge?
Well, it depends. It depends on how old the child is, and I don't take more than 4 children because I want the children. But what tugenzeko mu outing nga tugenda. Because that also, I cannot be as excellent as the mother, but I try as much as possible
to mimic what
to yes, you've used the perfect word, thank you, to mimic. Because now I was talking about those people who travel. You find mwabali ebulaya, mwabali simanya mbawarabu. Mwarabu nakwatanga bwayagala nokwata akasente ko noliko kaweereza oba maama oba taata oba kojja n'akola biki oba muganda wo ne bajolonga abaana banayenze mbakaabirako kuba vidiyo eziyitira ku mikutu zikaabya zikutula ate nga abatigomya abaana babonyaabonya abaana babatta abaana bantu baffe baŋŋanda zaffe.
Olivia amukola ki?
Olivia nali ngenda kutuga Olivia taata abaana yamuzija mu bulago n'aŋŋamba mukwano, we're not going to jail. So Becky, Rebecca and Annette, they picked me because at that point I was ready to die. So
you let her go?
I let her go. I let her go. I was so weak that I didn't even know what to do. And then how the system is, it doesn't give you a break. You're trained. We are trained to keep going. We are in military style because you're wondering now, I have to go and work. People at work are going to be expecting me at my best behavior, but I'm dealing with all this BS and I have to go and smile and make payments and compute and eat and drink and then come back at 9 or 8 p.m. So I have to find somebody chap.
That's the system.
Omuzadde kastozara banaye kastozara, it is a prison. You know, there are things that I look at today and I wonder to myself, yeah? Who told us that everybody has to give birth? We were trapped in a system that was designed by some mean people.
But giving birth is not compulsory. Even
look here, it is easy for us to sit here and say giving birth is not compulsory when the entire society is shunning a person who hasn't given birth. You will always feel like you're not enough. Society is doing it. Society is doing it.
Yes, it is.
I was watching Sabrina.
Yes.
And she's like, I told people I'm not having kids in my 20s.
And
people were like, you will change your mind once you hit, a later 20s or what. And she's like, now I'm in my mid-30s, early 30s. And I'm not even bothered. I still don't want to have kids.
Fiona, I have a friend in America.
That's okay.
She's in Massachusetts, Boston. Very beautiful woman. She has her money, she has her everything. Like, I know Sajja, I know Sentence, I like Kabrunji, I know Nubai, I know Motokai. Namuza. Like, Tolimuari were off camera, Namuza, or even a Utua Mudia, Akana, a baby. I never full of the
That is the pain she went through. She's like, I am not.
Namuza, teacher Tegeza. Nangambane sagala bana.
I have an aunt, my aunt, a sister to my mom. She has never had kids. And she says her trauma came from her father.
Thank you.
How the father treated the mother and
the
wives then. So she's like, no man will ever take me through these years. So up to now, she's turning 60 this year. And she has never had children.
Safe to say, we are all
but I don't
drinking.
know if she regrets the decision because at a later stage in life,
it catches up with you and you can't turn back.
And maybe like she felt the void. Maybe there are situations she gets into and she's like, oh, but singa be different. And probably it's only an assumption that things would be different. But maybe still would have an absent child. So that's only an assumption. Yeah. So
life has polarity. It has two sides. If you choose this side, you will always go ahead and then wonder what it would have been if you had chosen this side. Yeah? If you choose this side, you go. And then you wonder, what if I had chosen this side? What would have happened? Meaning, make your choice and live by it.
Well, first weigh the options and first
you were
people
who
have walked the journey.
But also when you over ask, you crash.
Oh.
When you over ask, you crash.
Yeah, it's better you crash with knowledge than crashing when
my dear, knowledge. What do you put the kuba mafia nga bakuwa knowledge? Omanyi omuntu leka nkubulire kati bwosanga nganze ninanze philosophy yange empya me I tell people different things. I don't say I'm saying different things because
no gamba liwa yogera kirala.
Why?
Sala program.
I'm telling you.
No, si kwechusa. This life that we are living now, we are finding the truth of what things should be. You don't have to have sex only to give birth to children. You can have sex for fun. You can have sex as a transaction. You can have sex to calm a person down. Mama mubikola nga twagala school fees. School fees abakazi bagabe ebintu.
I know.
Yeah, because you want the man at a sentence watch it is a transaction.
Yeah,
now
I get you.
A woman will
it
doesn't even have to be the baby daddy.
I have a friend by the way. Believe it or not, the money children won't get in but whatever school fees is I have a friend of mine. Why am I guy? Because I have many friends.
You never friend you guys.
Yes. The Yamsama Basat. The Baukana. Ali absent father 110%. Father nowhere. Wachitegeera.
Naye ku school fees.
Talina yadde. Talaba baana tajja ku baana. But this guy, listen, but this guy, ekikwatagana ne school fees.
Kiri.
Naye buli tamu bwetuuka yamugambirawo. Tonkubira simu nti school fees.
Just jangu.
No. Nkubira tata abaana tamu egenda kuddamu. Akuwa appointment. Bamusikana mu hotel. Taida lwe yamuwadde school fees z'abaana.
Just za mukono.
Nga za kumwa bwinti kwata school fees. Mukwana amala kwegabirako.
Kakati. What do you mean? What do you mean? Kakati.
Does that be happening in
What do you mean? So we need to stop. Wanajaterera. Abantu bakola ebintu libazibu nnyo. Bwadde okyali musayi ate nga tosanze school fees for sex.
Kids, thank you for taking care of my kids without me doing so much.
Togira.
How do you be so present in your kids' lives and
absent, not present, absent?
How do you
Actually, he doesn't even pay rent.
Listen, like, how do you be so absent?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the only thing that means value to you or who makes sense to you is me undressing and sleeping with you. And you know very well it's transaction. I'm here for kids' fees.
And they go to good schools.
And these are your kids.
Listen, and they go to good schools, by the way.
Ochikola wachikozedda kati onakyali ku luto.
And now the woman is like, bwesiweeyo abana tebajja kusoma bwe n'abaana bagenda kusoma nina bateeka mukasomero
kati omwana omukazi ye bw'atuuka ng'ayagala bwagazi ng'era akola appointment oba kinamira kya
fees zokka
omusajja mukolera ku
mikono musaaga kambabuulire when it comes to how you use your body every woman
it is real life.
Tolwayo nnyo eyo komawo.
Sisobola butalwayo
mubikola nawe bikola.
Buli mukazi you use your body as a transaction. Mwenna era mbatumira nnyo naye nga sinabatumira njagala nzijukize ffe ng'abakyala. Let us not be trapped into the prison of thinking we are only woman because you have a child. You can stand in your life and live a full life with or without a child. You can stand in your dreams and give yourself a full life, happy, without a child, without marriage. Marriage is not meant for anybody. It's only good for men, but not good for women. Era whoever ng'oli awo oli kitone kikazi nga gwe weegamba nti bannayinze nina okufuna omusajja nina okufuna embaga bannange kambabuulire emiranga egiri mu mbaga n'emboozi tebafuna teweesunganga embaga ng'olowooza kaboozi kirya tojja kafuna ab'embaga bafuna emboozi omulundi gumu mu myezi 6.
No, don't generalize things, please. Don't.
Kampabule bannaffe.
You people, the young girl out there, there is a healthy marriage. There is a healthy relationship.
Abaana mubatomeza teziriyo. You're teaching women to expect joy out of marriage. They will not get it.
No, I'm not saying get married seeking validation or seeking.
You're confusing yourself. You get married for what?
No, you get married for companionship.
Which companionship that you cannot get without getting married? Why are we still locking women down?
Amy, are you married?
No, I'm not.
Okay. If a man proposes to you, okay, no, there's what statement in Mabega you don't believe in relationships. Chicho Tegeza.
I don't believe in relationships. Did I say that?
Yes, you said it.
I said I don't believe in marriage.
You said even relationships.
Yes, yes.
Do you know how many loves your potential that you can potentially have? No. Do you know you can love more than 70 people differently?
I was 70, I can't even love 1,000. But I can zero down on someone. I'm like, this is
why are you locking yourself down to one sexual mate? Why is it okay for a man to have more than one sexual mate and not okay for a woman? Why are we still shaming a woman? Naye omusajja temumwogerako musigalawo omukazi bw'afa mwanguwa banaye tumufuneyo omugole amulabire nga tannakaddiwa ani afa ku mukazi nga afiiriddwa omusajja ani afa ku namwandu ani alabirira namwandu nagamba naye tumufunireyooko ebitali bya culture because for culture is there where you inherited even the Luo culture when your husband dies the brother is supposed to come and force himself on you or stay with you as the husband. I'm not talking about culture, I'm talking about where you have the right to choose.
You choose.
Woman, choose and don't limit yourself. Bana batugamba body count tembawuliriza. Mukozese emibiri gyammwe nga bwe mwagala. Mukozese emibiri gyammwe enjala y'ebintu ebyo nzibu nnyo. Kati bano abasinga abakazi musanga nga basunguwavu. Njala y'ebyo tebafuna tebalya. Bano
my dear, you can't be happy without being sexually intercourse.
No, one last one. You so kote. No, one last one.
Tewali Sanyu nga tofuna mbuzi.
Sit down, Imi. Sit down.
Sinzenze kana wojagala tete wekweka. Gamba kyogere kyatulo olyoko owona ebizibu byonna. Yatula gamba emboozi ennyumire era njagala. Bwe kiri mwe abatambula nga mubyagala n'otunula n'ogayima. N'osiba amagulu kumbe.
No, let me tell you something. You can be sexually
rambunctious.
No, you can be sexually satisfied. You engage every now and then. You engage.
I think what you call about your voice, no. Because what you have there's no satisfaction. I don't get that there is having it and being satisfied, and then there is having it and not being satisfied.
There is whether you're satisfied, because never sing that you're satisfied. So whether you're having multiple sexual partners, whether you're having one sexual partners, you can still feel empty. I want you to know this. You can be sexually active every single day. You can be slept. I don't even want to
slept
use
on. Yambaze ebigambo.
Akabozi kumacha, bakuwa akabozi mutuntu, bakuwa akabozi regular, but you will still feel a certain void in your life. Nga owulira oli mukalu. Oli empty. Oli atoina fulfillment mu bulamu. So let sex not define you ngono mwana bwayagala tugamba. Ati Sanyu you must derive your joy and your happiness from sleeping with a man. No. I feel like Aleti Crystal is happy with her life. You can be happy without sex. Let sex actually don't even ever feel depressed. Do you know
how many?
Let me finish. Let me make my point. Then you go back on your bed, you lie down, you look at the ceiling. Take a kabozi. There you will go, they will give you whatever. Baja kuwe ebibozi byambera ababozi bozi bayimukogera. Nebibozo oveyo nga babibazo bikwambaza oyamba ne spirit byotategeera and you will still feel that void in life. Because you're going to ever send a tomu nene diki ne mugerwa nani. Then you think you're going to derive satisfaction from there. You will not derive any satisfaction. You will still feel empty. You will still feel the void. You will still feel
not if that is what was needed.
If there is
if it is what was needed,
trauma you're going through, you will still feel that trauma.
But how will you name the trauma?
Any bit of your life.
Hey, sex heals. What do you mean?
Doesn't.
Sex is therapeutic.
To people who value sex like that. But if you think that you're going through something in life and you're going to suppress it by being smanga with
Mulingo cha musenya tasobedde byayogera ne byakola byawukana
wamala bayo me I'm talking to the person out there many Flavia right I want to articulate that thing abana abambali mukwezuula bwezuuzi okitegeera then there is someone who is going through probably net trauma ngono oba okitegeera
don't me I am managing to understand. Leka nkubulire. Nedda. Leka nkubulire. Kati twawule ebintu bino tubyawule tutya nti oli omukazi gw'oli mu kwogerako oba omusajja gw'oyogerako lwaki tali satisfied ebintu byawukana mulina bannammwe abalowooza nti just kwegwako ng'emboozi ewedde then waliwo atamanyi nti just ka sms akasente wano ka outing wano lindako who doesn't tubyetaaga
yayogera point n'agamba nti bw'oba olowooza kino ekyobufumbo kyekigenda
okujjuzatemufumbirwa
tekigenda kijjuza Flavia. You must be complete before you find someone. You must heal through all traumas before you find someone. Don't think because onfunye nze Sanyu kati ngenda kujjako trauma yo yonna yonna gye ne stepmother byakuyisamu. No, I'm not your stepmother. I'm not your absent mom. Because your mom left that marriage. Stepmother unakuyisa bubi nyonyo. So you think I'm going to mother you the way your mother would have mothered you?
Why don't you mother them?
No! I'm your wife. I'm not going to baby you and no.
But you can.
We are supposed to be a team. I will love you.
Where is it written?
I will love you.
Not one marriage
I'm
is the
telling
same
you
as
my...
So that is why you cannot sit here and give one template for the marriages.
Exactly. That's why I'm giving my opinion.
Why are you telling people not to get married?
Wegendo zale mwana omumali omulala musene gogo
omuzimu gw'obwenzi kati okimanyi nti omukazi bw'asusa emyaka 4 n'ofuna olubuto omubiri gwo gubeera ng'ogw'emyaka 6. So
osusizana, you look so pretty.
Have you been married before?
No.
Are you in a relationship right now?
No.
You're not?
Ogenda kunfunira mugagga.
So sex.
Jagala mugagga ng'alina benzi. Ng'emmotoka si ya kisumuluzo bana esaagala bisumuluzo.
Kati bwana
jo wapenzi. So mmotoka y'ekisumuluzo
nga si ya kisumuluzo.
Nga si ya.
You can have a mmotoka y'empensa.
Onamufumbira embaga.
Bw'aba ayagala embaga bayira nze nnoonya. Noonya bannoonya.
Weemuuleko.
Gwentiteekano kamera.
Twabadde mu dominate n'abagamba temuddamu nnoonya abasajja baanammwe. The Bible says he who finds a good wife,
not you.
He who finds, not who,
she who finds. Banafe, we do social outings. Nze Pap Mother yours truly. Manyi okupepeta, manyi okutravelinga.
Okupepeta chechi. Yoyota. Mubere bulungi program ene.
Tuza kabina tupepete wano sawa yonna.
You're watching Diaspora Connect UG. The views expressed on this program or commentary are solely of the individuals providing them and do not represent or reflect the official policy or position of this YouTube channel or its management. You've been watching Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home.